Hi everyone, we are here sitting down with Toms Panders, founder and CEO of Setupad. Not only is this a successful startup, but also they are an avid user of DeskTime. Toms, thank you for sitting down with us.
Welcome, welcome.
Start off, can you tell us a little bit about your company? What does it do?
We're basically into advertising. I think you have been in touch with our work on some of the websites you have visited. We do banner advertising, video advertising. We're the guys behind the technology. We're not the creative type of crowd, we're more the IT geek type of people. What we eventually do is we increase the publisher revenue from the ads. So we're working with a lot of publishers, a lot of websites around the world.
And so how did you come to the decision to implement time tracking in Setupad?
I think we are using DeskTime since day one, or actually since the time I had my first employee. That was actually a necessity since I try to travel often and meet clients abroad, which means I'm not always in the office. And I have to somehow take care and have some insights about what's going on while I'm away. And this is a painless type of service that doesn't require going into micromanagement and such things. You can simply track if your employees are at work, and it really depends on what you want to find out from this.
You mentioned micromanaging. So how do you keep a balance between not managing too much and also keeping in mind the very hot topic these days, which is privacy?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of micromanagement. I rather look at the results, but every result is connected to the employee's dedication and devoted time to this. So you cannot expect the result actually if you don't devote the time, and DeskTime does exactly this, that it tells you if the person has devoted enough of the time. If there are no results, but you see that the person has devoted time, it's actually then the manager's kind of issue, yes, that this is somehow not working, whatever you try to accomplish. And regarding the privacy, I think that shouldn't be such a topic in this case, because if that's your employee and that's your laptop and your office that they work, you have rights to know what they're doing there. That's written in everyone's agreement about what things you have to do at work and what things probably not. During the time at work, I think we have all the rights to see what happens on their, let's say, work machines. And everybody has a possibility to pause the tracking, and when they do their Netflix and their YouTubes at the evening, same as I do, yes.
And another option is to set your home IP address as an untrackable IP address.
All right, that I didn't know.
Yeah. Are there any particular features that are your favorite to use?
Feature that I use is DeskTime or time at work, or yes, there are two times though. So one which measures actual active time, which is important, but the other one is just checking when somebody has started work and when it has finished.
Having this data ever led to identifying any issues or solving any problems?
Our tradition is to use DeskTime and tracking, and also me personally paying more attention to the employees who just started. For example, today or this week we have just two fresh employees started, so obviously you have to spend more time on them and have time with them and have a look at them and see if they're going the right way at the very beginning. We don't use this for all of our employees. After eventually you have gained the trust and you have showed your results, as I say, results are way more important, then this becomes less necessary.
And would you recommend time tracking software for other companies, and any particular kinds of companies that would benefit most?
If you do any remote work, it's very popular and it's kind of common sense. That's, I think, the moment when such things just eliminates unnecessary misunderstandings, like what you were doing, where you've been. You can just simply check what was going on. You don't need to exchange emails for that. So that's like within your team, but as a default, of course, I use for any type of freelancer who charges me for hours. So of course I have to have my kind of measurements to double check, or at least see if those hours approximately match the hours that the freelancer has reported to me.
So you would like that your freelancers who you outsource to, that they use DeskTime?
They actually do, yes. We have one Well, we have many freelancers, but one is let's say devoting half of or even more of his time to our company. Still, he is not as an employee, a full-time employee. And of course, there are many of those hours being counted, and he does use time tracking for that. I just basically can sleep more calmer, and whenever he issues me an invoice, I can check if that's really true, that he really this month devoted all of his time to our company.
Everyone in this world, it seems, is trying to make more of their time. So I'm wondering, do you have your own kind of productivity tip that you like to stick to or to impart and teach others?
When I started to track my own time and see how I spent it over the day, I realized that it's a myth that you can actually devote 8 hours of work, constant work. Yes, if you try it yourself, you will realize you need a coffee, you need a break, you need to visit the bathroom, you have a call, you have a meeting. Yeah? All of those things are distracting you, and the actual focus time is very short. I think, well, 4 hours for sure, 6, 7 hopefully, and that kind of gives you the right impression of what you can as a one human being achieve, and often just trying to extend your hours, you will notice that you are actually not being productive during those extended hours. My productivity tip would be to try to do the most important things in those 4 the most valuable hours that you have a day, and out of those 4, pay attention to how many of those tasks you are helping others and how many of the times you're actually helping yourself and doing your own tasks.
It seems like quite the reality check that when you think that you have 8 hours that you can do work, really you maybe only have 4 that you're actually productively at the computer, and out of those maybe only 2 hours that you're actually able to work on your own tasks.
That's why people actually start to do a lot of things after the work or before the work, because that's when they're out of their team, so to say, out of the also clients, let's say, emailing and questioning, and they can devote themselves, devote the time to themselves and achieve what needs to be achieved.
And how do you recharge your energy from a personal productivity standpoint?
Have a tea or coffee, I go and play some ping pong, I try to have a little walk when I go for the lunch, not eat in the office. That helps me. Doesn't mean that it has to be the same for others. Just having a little breaks here and there, changing places, having a phone call and just walking somewhere. Somehow I feel that necessary, and I think it's working for me.
And do you believe in a daily routine?
I think I'm failing my daily routine pretty much routinely, because you should start with those some things in the morning when your head is clear. You can write text much better. You could think of big pictures much clearer. When you have kind of grabbed a lot of work and you have started to solve those tasks, you want them to be finished, and you won't be able to get out of those topics.
Where can our viewers find out more about Setupad?
Yeah, well, you can visit our pages, of course. Well, all we do is available pretty much on the internet. You can visit our website, setupad.com. We have a Facebook page, Setupad, and LinkedIn as well.
All right, well, thank you very much for taking the time out of your busy day to sit down and talk workplace productivity and efficiency.
Thank you, my pleasure. Productivity is one of my duties, so it's always a pleasure to discuss it.
And if you liked this video, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more interviews with successful entrepreneurs like Tuomas. Hey YouTube, thanks for watching. Make sure to check out our other videos. You'll find everything you need to know on office productivity. And while you're at it, subscribe. We put out new videos every Thursday.